Hey guys, this is Simon from Fateless. Yes, we've been in Germany, in Cologne. We've been at the Gamescom meet and we've been showing off Godforge, our demo, for the first time. A number of people came up to our booth and we were kind of like showing them the game, getting first-hand feedback. And today we're going to be showing you the demo. So I feel like this has been a long time coming. It's been a real kind of like landmark for us at Fateless and you know, with our game Godforge. If you are new to Godforge and want to get involved in the beta, which is going to come early next year, you can come to the website, which I'll link down below, and sign up. You will also get to find out about Godforge and Fateless and everything about our company, and just find out as much news as you want to take in. But if you go to the beta sign up, we'll just ask you for some basic information. If you want to be involved in that, you will have to come and join our Discord as well, which again, I'll link down below, because we will be looking for feedback firsthand from players as we get to that stage of our development. I go from tab to tab. Now I was thinking, do I break this down into a number of videos? And this might end up going quite long because I'm going to do a bit of a deep dive, but I figured I'm going to keep it all packed into one video. So you could kind of get your fill of the demo in one go. So the first thing we had here was this cinematic section. I'm not going to play it through in full, okay? And the reason for that is because this is going to be part of our storytelling, our lore in-game. I wanted to give you an idea of the type of campaign storytelling we're going to do. So we're going to be using this kind of like parallax storytell, where it's kind of like moving animated 2D images. And I'll play a little bit more, but you'll get an idea of kind of the vibe we're going for, which hopefully is a little bit more interactive than what we see in some other games.
The mists of Avalon, dearest, are parting. Beyond them, I see an existence broken by time, its reality fractured, splintered. Across these cracks, like a greed-flavored soup, spew forth those that want more glory, more power, or simply just more. We need an understanding of what the world now is.
Anyway, so we basically going to have this kind of like cinematic's the wrong word. It's not actually the right word. It's more like just campaign storytelling throughout the different kind of like parts of the campaign, and as you go into different game modes in Godforge, just to give you a flavor of what's going on. Let's go into the hero section then. All of this was showcased on a mobile. In fact, it was optimized for mobile. So I'm showing you here on PC. It's actually not fully what it was optimized for, but you can start to get a feel for the heroes we've got, the sort of detailing that we're doing, some of the lighting stuff. Again, there's work to be done here. Like the lighting needs to just be picked up a touch in areas. And it was, I will be honest, like on the mobile where we've optimized it, you could get a better flavor of some of the heroes that we were looking at. But you can already see what's going on. So you can see a faction, you can see the type of hero that they are. We have kind of like a little flourish that comes in for the heroes as well. Don't let me down, Leonidas. There we go. And you kind of get a vibe of the different heroes we've got. All of this is still subject to improvement. So the way this works in terms of like showing off visuals, you basically have lighting and shaders on your 3D assets. And the more you kind of play around with them and get them optimized, the better, honestly, it's going to look. And we've got this kind of like 10-month runway where obviously we've still got plenty of time to be playing with this stuff, because the base 3D assets are immense. Like, they're so strong. And obviously with someone like an Anubis here, we would have some VFX running through his weapon. There's a lot more things which will still be done before we actually launch the game. But this demo was just giving people a flavor of, you know, the type of aesthetic we're going for. King Arthur, I did show this in the Discord recently as a kind of like sneak peek, but he is now looking badass. He does have a weapon that makes some sense. Shield is absolutely insane. I feel like the cloak is really cool as well. Like, this is one of my faves, honestly. Really, really looking badass now. It looks like he's kind of got that Captain America vibe to me. Like, he'll keep getting up, you know? And that's what we wanted from him. So, yeah, King Arthur is looking strong. We've got Brunhild here. ready to go. Musashi, also one of my faves right now. Just love the I think he's one of my faves because of this like flourish, this animation we've got going on. Ramses, who's kind of been the poster boy for a while. One of our foes, the mummy. Again, just kind of like, it's a uncommon, so not as much detailing, but still pretty damn sweet. And then we've got Aphrodite, who has probably got my favorite ability in the game right now. But again, lots of work. So we've got the kind of like base of the game in terms of roster screen. Everyone's got their own skills and kind of leader bonuses and stuff like that. So that's all in the game in terms of the demo. And again, all of this stuff is subject to polish. So people were able to play around with this screen when we were at Gamescom. And then obviously we go into the battle. So in the battle, we had a predetermined level and we had predetermined heroes that you would select. So we've got 4 heroes as your offense, with Brunhild as our leader, and then Herc, Musashi, and Zeus as the offensive team. We've also got this Enter Reliquary, which I've seen a few people talk about. So I'll take you through what that means as well. Some of these, interesting actually, you just saw like blue income in there. That's because it's the first time I've loaded this up on my PC. Just exit a second. And obviously, once you've then done that, the kind of assets are loaded into your cache, I guess. And then you don't get the same type of vibe. So, right. We've already had massive feedback, by the way, from the crew that tried the game at Gamescom around some of the animation stuff, around some of the interaction. So like when I press this one here, which is a support skill, giving my team defense up, 80% chance to place intercept on the ally with the lowest HP for 2 turns. I then have to press it on a teammate. Now, when the game is fully fleshed out, what will happen is it will flip and show you your teammates to select. We didn't manage to get that built in time for Gamescom. So for now, you just have to click on a portrait, which then gives your team their defense up. I guess what I'll do is I'll throw this on auto for a bit, just so you can kind of get a flavor. Or maybe I'll just strike from the heavens from Zeus. Let's just load this one in. Some good damage. Then we get some auto going, so you can kind of just get a flavor of, you know, some of the different animations and attacks and the way it feels. Got the mummies coming at us here. Brunhild finishes the day, and it says you've uncovered a reliquary. Should we proceed? What's this mean? It's basically like a secret room in our game, and for some secret rooms, you'll have to find the combinations of heroes or skill sets to allow you to find these rooms and go in there, which will be where you're able to uncover some pretty juicy loot. The idea for this for us is about community sharing, interaction. Basically allows us to do some fun stuff for events. So, suddenly we're going to throw like 10 reliquaries into the game, and it's basically with some hints, and the community go out and try and find them, and then that's how they start to farm some really cool like legendary weapons, that type of thing. So we're going in. Again, we've got the blue thing because first time we've seen the Brazilian archer. But definitely starts to feel like we're in a real game at this point. Let's just slow this down a minute. This is probably my favorite ability. Aphrodite ult coming at us. She stunned my whole team and pretty much getting wrecked. Okay, so after taking some hard wreckage, it's my turn to fight back. Now, one of the systems we've got in Godforge is this kind of like ultimate ability system. So it's Musashi's turn here, and I could decide, well, I want to try and take somebody out. So I could be like, well, I don't know, Zeus, ult Aphrodite. You can see she's pretty strong. She's kind of like a mini boss in this demo mode. Or I could just maybe I take the side ad out actually. I'd be like, Zeus, unleash your ult. Oh, I didn't quite get the kill, but close enough. Musashi then, I'm like, well, you just put some damage into Aphrodite because I know that Herc's got an AoE hit. So I can unleash a couple of ults at the same time if I choose to. And then get a single target hit in here. go back onto 2 times speed. Oh, Zeus going again. Okay, Zeus, chill. Chill, my friend. And then Herc's like, right, I'm going to come in with my A1 AoE hit and just get some wreckage done. So that kind of like strategic use of ults is going to be really interesting when we get a bit further into the game. We can just... It's like an AoE hit. More damage on the initial target. Pretty strong. Actually, I would have kind of liked to show you Ramsey's abilities, but I think we're going to wreck him too hard. Okay. And then onto the main boss for the demo. Anubis comes in with the AoE. And then we get a chance to kind of like fight back. I just feel like okay, there's still plenty of polish to do, by the way. I know I get excited, and that's because this is like my baby right now. There's plenty of polish still to be done, but it does feel like some of these abilities are landing pretty well already. And obviously, you know, the animations and stuff we just improve over time. But, oh, Zeus not quite got his ult. But there you go. So the first playable level, there's some rewards dropping in, and Godforge demo done. So hopefully you enjoyed it. As I say, there's tons more that we're doing now between now and beta launch and between now and release. And we'll continue with the videos. Make sure you sub to the YouTube channel. Please share the video with anyone you think might be interested. And please come and join us in the Discord as we kind of like ramp up towards beta launch. I've been Simon from Fateless. I'll see you in the next one.